we left off after part one. We're about to log in again here. So my avatar, Connie Chamberlain, is going to, I'm going to show you what happens when you log back in. You're going to have some folders passed to you from your instructor or from me, whoever is going to supply your avatar. So you're going to have a look and see what happens on your screen. In the upper right hand corner of your screen, where there are folders that have been given to you, it says, for instance, the previous avatar, Technimender Badger, gave you an object named Chamberlain ID badge, email, etc., etc. When you see these pop-ups of someone giving you items or folders, I want you to click the second keep, the one down below here. You can see it here. Just click, left click, keep. There's another folder right here. You're going to left click, keep. And you'll notice what happens with when you have your inventory open. They go here into your inventory under objects, under all items, and it'll also show up under recent items. But you're going to click keep again. These are folders with various items, the scrub uniforms, things like that, various skins and hairstyles. So I'm going to click keep again, keep again. So all these items should be in here in your inventory. You'll notice from the previous video that I kept the tutorial on the screen here. That's in case you want to go through the tutorial. It's something that Second Life provides. You can leave this, you can just click the begin right here and it'll actually take you through the entire tutorial as far as how to move, how to walk, and things like that. When you first logged in, up in the upper right hand corner you saw those pop-ups and you saved those items. They went into your inventory. If your inventory box on your screen is not open, you go down here to the lower right, follow my cursor, you left click inventory, it opens up this box. You'll notice I have it on all items right now, and I have my inventory collapsed, which means it's closed. If I click on the little white arrow to the left of the manila folder, it opens up the inventory and it shows you what's all in here. What I saved was Chamberlain nursing scrubs and then scrubs and objects new for Penn students, because I'm also working with them. So now what we can do is we're going to dress our avatar. This actually finally I was able to get the avatar clothed the way that it will look like when it was born. This is a female avatar when she was born. And I'm also going to show you in a subsequent video what's called camera use tips, how to use the camera, which is what I'm doing right now. But there is a couple ways that you can use your camera. One of which is when you're first starting out, you see this box I'm pulling down on the screen, pulling it around. This shows up, I'm going to actually put it up here. This box shows up under View in the upper left corner. If you click View, you'll notice right here, Camera Controls. I have an X there in front of it with drop-down menu. That's your camera controls. What you can do is if you'll notice I'm clicking on the left circle, you can spin completely around. You can go pan up or pan down. This one here moves your camera all the way to the left, all the way to the right, and this one zooms you in or zooms you out. That's how you use your camera. The other way is to use the keys on the keyboard for camera control, and that I can show you at a later date. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to spin the avatar around. I'm going to show you how to dress the avatar given the items that we have in our inventory. So one of the first things you do is you go into your inventory with the items that I had saved, and I'm going to use the scrub and objects new for the Penn students first. I'm going to open up this folder by left clicking on the white arrow, and it opens up the folder. I'm going to scroll down. It shows you everything that's in the folder for right now. There are different skins that you can put on, and there are different hairstyles. Actually, there's just one other hairstyle on here, a female blonde. There are other ones that will be passed to you at a later date, other hairstyles that you can change. But the first thing we're going to do is just put on the scrubs so you have a professional looking appearance. What we'll do is we'll put on some blue ones. I'm going to click on the left arrow on the white arrow to the left of the manila folder. Opens up the scrubs blue plus stethoscope. Okay, so what the first thing we're going to do is, I showed you I opened up this this folder. I'm going to put on actually I need to put on the Chamberlain scrubs for this particular one. So I'm going to go find the Chamberlain Nursing Scrubs folder, which is right here. So I'm going to open this folder as well, and I'll go with the blue ones. So you'll notice I have a lot of items in here that I can choose from. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some nurse shoes. So I'm going to put my cursor on nurse shoes. I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to choose wear, and you'll notice down here the shoes switch. We still have the old shoes on the avatar, and I'm going to show you how to remove those as soon as we finish dressing the avatar with the rest of the clothes. I'm going to go ahead and remove the skirt on the avatar by putting my cursor on the skirt, right click the skirt. You'll notice the skirt in the background highlights. From the pie menu, I'm going to choose detach. Skirt comes off. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the scrub pants, female blue. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to choose wear, and you'll notice the blue scrub pants will come on the avatar. I am going to put on the scrub shirt, blue, by right clicking, and again choosing wear. So you'll see the shirt come on the avatar. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see that it's got the Chamberlain logo, and looks pretty nice. I'm going to also at this point put on the nurse badge, female avatar, by right clicking and choosing wear as well. And you'll notice right here on the avatar the badge appears. It looks like it's stuck in just a little bit, and we will be able to adjust that later at a later date, or at not a later date, but a later time. I'll be able to pull it out a little bit, kind of show you how to make it look good. Now, what we want to do too is maybe remove the flower from the hair. You can always remove an object on an avatar. Be very careful when you do this. I'm going to put the cursor directly on the flower, right click on it, choose detach. Notice how it comes off. If you go back over to your inventory again, you'll notice where it says stethoscope, female avatar. I'm going to right click on it and choose wear also. And you'll notice that the stethoscope does appear. It reses in, and there it is. Now what we're going to do also, you'll notice that's left over from her previous outfit. Put your cursor right on it. She moves around a little bit. Right click on it, it highlights. You'll notice it highlights. Now you can also choose detach, and that goes away. Now I said we were going to take a look at the shoes here real quick and try to remove the leftover shoes. There's two ways of doing it. You'll notice she has two pairs of shoes, the white nurse's shoes underneath and then the old shoes. A couple of different ways to do it. You can either put your cursor on the shoe like that, right there, which is a little more difficult until you get to use your camera very good. So what I'll do is I'll go up to the worn items. I'm going to click on worn items. Now if you look, you can see the items that are worn. It says female party shoes. That's these right here. Leftovers. So I'm going to put my cursor on female party shoes left, right click, detach from self. You'll notice they disappear. The one did. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Detach from self, and there it disappears as well. These other things that are in the female party outfit are her eyes, and then of course her previous what you call skin. You'll notice it says female party skin. So what we can also do is change the skin of the avatar in order to remove some of these other items. So what I'm going to do is go back to my all items, and you'll notice the reason why I wanted to do the Pennsylvania ones is in the new for Penn State. If I scroll down more, I have different skins for females. I have the female Kiera skin, red grave, etc., etc. So what I'm going to show you what happens by changing skin on an avatar is I'm going to zoom in close, and then I'm going to, let's say, I'm going to click on, let's give this avatar some female Vogue skin. I'm going to right click on that. I'm going to choose where. And if you look at the avatar, you'll notice as it reses in, the skin changes. So there. And what it does too, by changing the skin, because on the previous, what they call the stock avatar, that was that had the skin with the clothing already attached, so that they don't have a bunch of avatars running around without any clothes on. So this is how to dress the avatar initially. You'll notice you can change other types of skins, and there's other types of shapes also, but at this point we'll just leave the avatar as is. There are a couple of other things over here in the inventory that you could put on if you wanted. One of which is there's an override in order, what they call a walk, a sexy walk override. If I just right click on it, I choose where, and now it just attaches to the avatar somewhere, and it makes it so that when the avatar walks, you'll notice it walks a little bit better than the standard, what we call the Linden Lab duck walk. A couple of other things we can put on, or you'll notice a couple other things in your inventory are some things we'll go over later, but at this point we'll just go ahead and end this video now.